Hey you guys, what's up? It is KlaireeBerry. I'm here today to bring to you the Divine Feminine reading, the DF reading here for today. I'm so excited that you guys are here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the likes, shares, subscribes, comments. Every little bit helps. I just love interacting with you guys so much all over social media and of course here on YouTube. And this is of course a general reading, so if you're interested in getting some details about a personal reading, just go to KlaireeBerry.com so you can check it out. All the info. All right, let's get started. Bringing love into the situation. Yes, yes, yes. Loving it. New moon in Aquarius. Perfection. That balancing, that filling your own love cup, that starting something new that we have going on. When we refresh and infuse love into our lives, it comes back to us, only multiplied. And so that's a wonderful way to live. Okay, we got a bunch, but we're going to take the first one, and that is courage. Loving the purple color here. Kind of an indigo almost on this one. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs and bring love into the situation. Sometimes loving people is the courageous thing to do. Okay? Sometimes we can love from afar, but you know what's going on. The universe knows what's going on. Everybody that's important really knows, right? Okay, so yeah, I'm really excited that you guys are here. Got a big week, have a lot moving around. Today, in fact, we have our moon in Capricorn. We have our sun in Pisces. We just entered a couple days ago into Mercury retrograde in Pisces as well. And Mars also in Capricorn. Okay, so those are these personal planets affecting us kind of on a deeper level. All right, let's take a look at what's going on here with the twin flame situation. What has been going on and what is going on. Okay, it's very important to focus on these. Okay, because they are in reverse. That's how I roll with that, and maybe out into the future. Again, what you need to do as opposed to kind of what maybe you have been doing. Okay, so yeah, you're leveling up. You are just leveling up, which is amazing. Okay, DF, you are going, the first card we have here is the High Priestess. Okay, she's the sorceress here. She's very, very mysterious, very, in her own world. And this is, we're allowing ourselves to seek knowledge, not only outside of ourselves, but the knowledge of what's inside of us. The bird here is indicative of that shadow side. And that is when you really have the magic, when you have not necessarily control, but even just understanding, just that awakening and that understanding that everything is there for a reason, everything happens for a reason. You are able to affect things by your reactions to things. You're just leveling up in so many ways. You're growing, you're taking the hints from the universe. You're allowing, like if you are, I feel like it's almost like you're giving God the front seat or giving God the wheel, the steering wheel or something like that. Like, and again, if you don't want to phrase that way, if that doesn't quite resonate, twist it up a little bit and think about that. But however that kind of speaks to you, resonates with you, there's this energy, there's this energy of change. What's brewing here? What is brewing? You gotta have patience. You gotta wait. You gotta do things just right. Okay. And you gotta believe. But yeah, you gotta have the knowledge. Okay. And you gotta work the magic. Okay. Which is, again, our shadow work is a lot of the magic here. And the inner child healing just comes from that as well. And it is so beautiful and it is so powerful. When you can get into that kind of a deep healing. It's something that can change the world. If only people would just stop watching TV, for long enough to kind of do this stuff. So, but here I am really getting with this Capricorn energy that we have here. It's a very deep, it's like there might be some earth signs, but also just maybe we all have different signs, within our charts. I mean, if you don't know your chart, and if you do, you know, it's like, oh yeah, I'm that. But yeah, there's definitely a groundedness with nature and utilizing that to help kind of your wisdom. There's definitely this kind of identification here, this going beyond just the normal, you know, 5 senses and using that 6th sense and really using all that wisdom. You know, this is really about the arts, you know, the mystic arts that we have, you know, whether it be astrology or, you know, tarot or, you know, really anything that helps you understand the world, lots of sciences, all of these, you know, deeper and higher, you know, things that again help you, can make sense and up and down and left and right, and it just increases your value, you know, as a person. And it's kind of like people can almost come to you, you know, at any time and you can help them, and that's how your life is going to really be. I think this is really like a flash forward. Okay, this might be like a now and later situation here, because this is like, now it's kind of like you're having fun with it, but it's not really like, the understanding isn't, it's more fresh and it's more new. And so I think the idea here is to really aim to get to the next level and to really keep going with your learning here and your deeper and higher knowledge. Okay, so that's of yourself. So that could be not only learning, but doing the work. And if you want to know all about the work and the program, it's at KlaireeBerry.com. That's what I mean when I say the work. And the learning would be the holistic law of attraction, which is the first part of the program. It's just a video program. It's like 30 videos long. So the first part, again, just has a knowledge shared with you about the holistic law of attraction. And then the second part is about shadow work. And the third part is about the inner child healing. So it's somewhat concise, but it's also very in depth at the same time. Like you can watch it and like get the main points and like skip some videos, you know what I mean, and make a lot of progress and then go back and watch it more in depth later when you have time. That's what I would recommend. But yeah, it's kind of like you're doing great. Like I don't even want to say, you know, do more, because you'll get there and you're understanding the value of it all. And I think that's really important for you to stay on track and know that honing your skills in being a healer is basically, I think, a good priority for you right now, okay? And again, being able to communicate this, I definitely feel like there's some sort of telepathy going on between the twin flames here. If they're not necessarily communicating the best, that's because of the transformation that one or both of them are going through. But there is this signal, you know, like there's always kind of a signal coming to or from one side or the other, to be quite honest. That's just what I'm getting off of this, you know, even though you may be miles and miles away, that sort of idea. Again, not necessarily the detail, just the idea and the energy. That's sort of the situation. It's like, it reminds me of that 5-0 Goes West, that song, somewhere out there, you know, and they see the moon and they're both watching the moon from far away. It's like that type of a connection and that type of a vibe right now. Okay, so it's kind of, I mean, it's kind of sweet. It's capitalize on it, you know, capitalize on it. Okay, so as we move forward, okay, we need to, I think, we need to kind of embrace the change with our, wow, this is just like kind of letting it all fall together almost, and not even trying too hard, just kind of having this playful attitude. Don't take things too seriously right now. Do not take things too, you're focused on the learning, you're focused on the healing, you're making amazing freaking progress. Don't be too hard on yourself in any way, shape, or form. Treat yourself as a child on the inside and the outside. Be gentle with the way you speak to yourself, the way you think about yourself. Be gentle with the way you treat yourself. Again, this is not a time, you know, to overindulge. This is a time, you know, eat enough greens, you know, take your little multivitamin, get enough water, you know, go to sleep at a relatively good time, you know, not too much screen time, take a nap if you need it, like all of these basic things. But not only on the outside, I want you to kind of internalize that as well. And again, a lot of this courage can really just be to stand stand on your own. And it is having to do with remembering who you are as well, because there's really this inner strength that is just shining through. Okay? Just shining through. Remember, these all fell over trying to come, and I didn't really take them, but I just saw it. Okay? And then you know what to do on the bottom of that. And spiritual understanding, okay, in case you were wondering. So lots of good positive things for us here. But we have to, if we're actually getting stronger, how do you know that? How do you know if you're getting stronger? How do you know if you're on the right track? And again, relax. I'm really getting this, relax and just fall into what you know, fall into what you've learned, kind of regroup, okay, and realize how much strength you already have. Kind of like, what are you getting yourself all in a tizzy for here? Because you already know. You already know it's all good. You know it's all good. You just need that reminder. Okay? So again, pare it down here. Okay? What relationships, what things in your life are the most important, and how can you show the universe that? Again, there's this kind of condensing, taking care of business, just doing what needs to be done, and in a good way though. But it's also a time to, I think the communication is going to start rolling again here. Yeah, but we're gonna look a little bit deeper into this. Okay, let's go ahead and finish up this one with the same. Okay, let's just get some clarifiers on the end of this. We want to know exactly what the deal is here. Okay. Okay. Leave that. Oh, okay. All right. So as we're learning, as we're growing, we have to understand that relationships are changing us too, and certain relationships might be falling away a little bit. It's kind of that you don't have to try to impress everyone right now, okay? You need to focus on what you know to be true, and stay very, very focused. And don't get sidetracked here with any news or with any new ideas, okay? That's part of your strength here. That's part of you actually working things out here, working it out, walking it out, working and walking it out, okay? There's a lot of growth. I think that's coming. Like the ground is very fertile right now. Just be gentle. It's almost like have the courage to be gentle here. Have the courage to be gentle and patient, and just know that the things that you want are coming to you. So that you don't have to chase them, and you don't have to make them happen in any way, shape, or form. You just need to allow them to happen. And you just need to believe. If you truly believe, then you will act as if you're going to get what you want. You will believe it. You will put out, a feeling, an actual feeling that will make it happen. Okay? Wrap it up, like I always say. Wrap it up in feeling. Okay? But you got to know. You got to have the courage, and you got to know that you're worth it. You got to know that you deserve it, that this is the way to get it. Everything that you want. Okay? So focus on yourself first and foremost, as usual. Balance out both sides. Make sure you're allowing yourself time to be happy. Like it's like right in some happiness, fun things that you can do. Whatever you think is fun. Like literally whatever. Figure it out. Just find something and then pencil it into your calendar, And that is how you really show the world that you really love yourself, is by doing things for yourself, thinking of yourself, thinking, hey, what would I like to do? What would I like to do? And like really loving yourself on that level. And it's going to take you, again, once you start seeing yourself as this stronger person, as this courageous person, as this different, this different person, then it's going to happen even more. Okay, because I think you've been wanting to change both sides, both parties here, both sides of the mirror. You know, everybody wants to change and grow and love and just be peaceful and happy. And really, for both sides, it comes down to the inner child healing. Okay, and the relationship between, you know, that mental, the emotional, and the actions. It's like, you know what to do, but sometimes we overthink it, or sometimes our feelings get in the way and fuck shit up, you know. Sometimes, you know, we just do the wrong thing. We don't even know why. We don't even know what happened. Okay, that's why you got to get your mind right first, and then your emotions kind of will start to fall into place, and then your actions, you know, when it's cohesive, all working together as a unit, you know, that's when you really do it. But you got to understand, like, you can try that on the external, try that on, you know, your cerebral thoughts, telling yourself you're going to do this and then trying to follow through. But there's also that subconscious, you know, which is where everything really stems from. And we got to make sure that that is overflowing with nothing but love. And a lot of times our histories and our past and our baggage keeps us from being able to do that. It keeps us in this state here. Okay, we don't even realize, we don't even forget that, we don't even remember that we have these wings, we could just fly away, but we're just sad we just stay there. You know what I mean? You know what to do. Okay, just keep on, it's like, keep on being this peaceful version, you know, the best version of you that you can be, and keep on going on this journey of learning and growing, and also being able to communicate, you know, with the world and with your person what you have learned at some level. You know, it's good to talk about some of it, at least. You know, you don't always have to throw it on them. Oh, I learned this and this and that about twin flames and da 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 da. But, you know, the more you learn, it's like the more you understand, and you start to realize, you know, the cycles and how you can kind of get ahead of things, you know, for next time. And just being, again, a stable, you know, person, I think, who, again, can almost foresee things because you look at patterns. Okay, and I think that's what we want to kind of do here as we go within. It's like, look at the different patterns in your life, and how, you know, how your life could have been more peaceful. How, you know, and how, like, do you see any patterns where you can be more peaceful now? And just be more of the person that you know that you should and could be. Okay, you're learning a lot, you're growing a lot, you're like so on the right path here, which is awesome. Okay, so we're going to do blocks with this stack. And let's do solutions too while we're at it. An interesting deck. We'll see what happens. All right, so what's blocking you guys from, what's blocking this twin flame union, this collective group? Here we go. Okay, very important here. Okay, so we got all pentacles. This deck does not like to shuffle very well, apparently. Like, I always get the same things, and I've shuffled like a lot. Okay, so blockages. We got the 5, 4, and the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so good time for paring down. Good time for, it's Lord of Material Trouble, Lord of Earthly Power, and Lord of Material Work. So yeah, it's like, so in, again, we have all of this Capricorn energy right now. Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Mars, Capricorn, what else? Now we get a lot of Pisces too. Yeah, there's other stuff in Capricorn too. I think like Saturn and Jupiter and stuff. But so that might be really laying on somebody here. Just honestly too busy to even think, too busy to even see straight. Just probably working hard, working overtime. You know, it may be winding down, but that's kind of what's been going on, the blockages. And it's not only that though, it's like on every level. It's like on every level we're just consumed kind of with the material things, paying the bills, like on one level, and then on the next level it's like this, it's like the same thing. I don't know. It's like all the long-term energies are kind of caught up together. Okay, so it's a lot of like, oh, I'll be happy when, a lot of, oh, you know, well, I gotta get this and I gotta get this, and I can't even think. I can't even let myself think until I get this right or do that right. There may be some like obsession going on too with some of this stuff. Okay, so be careful about that. it's good to want to get your life right and get everything, sorted and organized, and, is a very positive thing and can lead to a lot of happiness. And overall, I think we're just moving from more of an unstable situation to a more stable and happy situation. So like overall, I don't think there's a lot of warning here with this. But it is a warning in itself to, again, get out of this egotistical mindset of more likes, more followers, more subscribers, unless that's part of your mission to share like goodness and your mission, but if you're just like doing superficial, shallow stuff that doesn't really help people in their lives, then, this might be a time to kind of, again, cut out some of this extra superficial stuff at the least. Okay. Making like, it's kind of like taking a look at your life, and are you really doing the things that you want to do with your time? And if not, just kind of condense that. And again, it could be stuff, it could be time, it could be energy. A lot of that stuff is interreliant here. Okay. But it's kind of like I'm getting, how like a lot of, if you go to watch minimalist videos, when they pare down, they do it because they want to travel, or, they can just have this freedom. And I'm getting that kind of a long-term movement towards that type of freedom, kind of not necessarily giving up everything, but just like being able to go, but being able to get up and go and do stuff. I think that might be something to think about for the long term here with, just a thought, at least for some of this collective. Okay. Just the idea of that freedom, what that would look like for you, if that might help you in your relationship long term. Okay, that's, I feel like that might resonate with somebody more than others. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely daughter of the Lord of Truth. Yeah, we're still figuring out some things too. I think we're kind of, it's like, oh, shiny things right now. Oh, this or that, really getting into stuff. And I think it has to do with money. I think it has to do with the household, like big time. And that's like what's blocking this. It's just time, space, money, trying to get the investments right. That's it. That's literally all that's coming through here. Maybe some social media stuff, like, addictions to that. But this is absolutely like coming into your power and into your truth, and having that, it's almost that strength card again, is what needs to happen here. And really get, again, it's just coming into our truth. Are we not in our truth? Got the High Priestess again, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so what's going on here is these cards are just flying out, and we're still going to take solutions. Okay, so we're taking a lot of cards here, but let's just go with it. So, solutions, King of Cups, Princess of Cups, and the Star. Okay, so that's very clear in itself. We've got to really get control, stay control of our emotions. This guy is kind of like a tyrant. Like, he is like keeping track of this shit. Like, he is not letting anybody get by without paying the toll, or whatever this is. Like, and this is Chariot of the Waters. So even though like things are going to be changing with you and your situation, oh, these cards are so funny. It's like there's so much to them. I could just go so deep into these, and I'm not used to doing it like this. So these cards may influence the readings a little bit. But basically, like I said, being ruthless as to what is affecting you and what you're allowing. Like, he's staring this snake in the face. He's like, you're not going to fuck with me. You are not fucking with me at all. Nobody is fucking with you. You're not going to let anybody... You are like all of this. You're not going to let anybody get near you, not in a bad way, but to bring you down at all, because like there's this really kind of an elevation here of our emotions, our emotional state, and our emotional processes. Okay? It's having fun too with this relationship. Right? It's not getting too carried away with any things, you know, that you thought you want out of it. It's kind of like, have no expectations, just have fun with it. Just be grateful for everything, for all of it, from start to now, you know, from start till later, you know. And it is one of those kind of be grateful, you know, as if you already have it. I mean, because you do. You do, and you have ever since, you know, ever since when? Ever since this time. And it's part of the knowing here that is going to really affect, you know, basically the holistic law of attraction here that we're actually going through that process. Okay. This is having that understanding, staying on the target, using that knowledge and this idea and this, you know, this plan, this goal, you know, of union, having it lead you in all things. Your energy is so tied up in this, in a good way, and only a positive way. And by that, you're really truly wanting to feed yourself. There's so much to this card. You're really wanting to just feed that true, you know, feed the insides, feed your inner goddess that wants, you know, wants to learn, wants to grow, wants to have shadow work done, wants to improve. You know, it's like we neglect to do any work on ourselves for so long, and then we wonder why our lives are all fucked up. You know what I mean? We just go through the motions and do the same thing year in and year out and just worry about the physical and the money and the this and the that. And we just don't even think about our actual feelings and what we truly want and how we can manifest that. And it's understanding. Yeah, I would say definitely get the program, check out the holistic law of attraction, and then the shadow work here mainly is like obviously coming. I mean, the black and white cards, but still. Yeah. And there may be getting into some deeper inner healing work here with something that happened. Even just looking into the adolescence. Okay. But again, be ruthless and protect yourself and your energies. And the way you can protect yourself and protect your union with your person is by going deep, going very deep here and doing this inner child healing work, doing this inner work, doing the shadow work. Learn everything you can learn about this stuff. Treat it like it matters, because it does. If you don't think they're related, you know, then I don't know what to tell you. Like, your inner work has everything to do with your relationships, not only with your person, of course, with your person first and foremost, with yourself, okay? And then everybody else as well, okay? You already know what to do. You already have the power, all the power that you seek, you already have it. You just have to remember it and remember how it works, okay? Which I think you are, okay? Don't be too hard on yourself or anyone else right now. It's, you know, it's really, we are judged with the same staff, you know, to the same letter. So just be discerning, but don't be like judgy bitches right now. It's just always is worth saying, at least, you know. But it doesn't help you with your law of attraction, with your holistic, you know, your manifestation. It doesn't help you to be in any kind of energy like that. You want to really try to be pure and positive, if not for anything else, just because that what you get back will be that much clearer. I think a lot of times this over excessive like sarcasm, saying what we don't want, all this stuff is like actually confusing to the universe and to the, you know, to like just manifesting things in general. It confuses ourselves, you know what I mean? Be careful what you say and what you let yourself, you know, say and think, and, you know, again, who you let hang around you and what you watch and all this stuff. You want to guard it. You want to be very ruthless in, you know, making sure that whatever you're doing is for a good reason here, okay? Because I think things are definitely going to start happening here. There's a lot of power coming right through for you, okay, right here. And it's hooked up with this High Priestess card. Okay, so in the more that we can go within, I think we're going to see the fire from our Divine Masculine. The more you go within, the deeper you'll see the fire. Soon. The deeper and sooner. This card's kind of made a little bit. Okay, well, that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'll be right back real soon with the next video. So take care, and don't forget to check everything out at KlaireeBerry.com. I'll talk to you later. Bye.